I ngā ākonga mā, ka atu au ke te mihi miharo ki a koutou katoa, me o koutou mahi, me o koutou ihi, me o koutou wihi, ke te kahui o te mātauranga. Kua tai mai mātou kei konei, anō hoki me o koutou whānui, kua tai mai ke te mihi, ke te mihi ki a koutou. Nō reira, hori noa, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Very briefly, it is indeed my pleasure and honour to stand on behalf of Ngāi Tahu, in particular Tuahuriri, the mana of the people here in Canterbury, to extend my welcome to you. By way of literal translation, I acknowledge the deities for the creation in which we live and for those who have passed, in the sense that we follow their footsteps. And to you, those who have travelled from afar, perhaps for the first time, perhaps returning, perhaps from this community, my acknowledgement to you on behalf of Ngāi Tahu. Importantly, to celebrate this most important day, your parents, your children, your grandchildren's graduation. But you are not here to listen to me. You are here to listen to far more esteemed speakers and, most importantly, celebrate those taonga or treasures of yours. But on behalf of Ngāi Tahu, it is my pleasure to briefly stand alongside the University of Canterbury, extend my welcome and wish you the best for a fantastic day. Nō reira, I hoa mā, tēnā koutou, kia ora mai tātou katoa. Kia ora. Ai itu.
Manu terea, manu terea, manu wehuia ki te poho o te raka, kato re re re, kato mai I te ruhi, e tau e koia. Koia, koia, tora rarariki, ki mai I Maui, e hara I te whitu, me te waru e tau e koia. Koia.
Nō reira, aroha mai, he te kōrero tuatahi, he te mana o te wahine, a tēnā koro o mō tō manaki mai, ki te whakamana, te pōwhiritia I tēnei ata. Anō hoki, te chairmana o te tipu, o te runanga, o te wharewānanga, John Mā koutou, anō hoki, te tuarua, Rod, I ngā taonga o te kaimahi o te wharewānanga. Koutou katoa, tēnā koutou, kia ora mai tātou katoa, kia ora.
Ka tangi te titi, ka tangi te kaka, ka tangi hoki a hau, ti hei mori oa. Ro rangatira mā, nō mai, piki mai, haere mai ki te whare wānanga o Waitaha. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, kia ora tātou katoa. I welcome you to the University of Canterbury and invite all present to stand, remove trenchers, and join in the singing of the Maori and English versions of the first verse of the national anthem, as in your program and displayed on the screen behind me. be seated. It is a pleasure for me to welcome you to this University of Canterbury graduation ceremony as I begin a third year as your elected Chancellor. I can report to you that the University is in good heart and that without underestimating the challenges yet to come, we can all breathe a little easier this Christmas and New Year. Since the devastating earthquakes of 2010, 2011, the University has delivered 3 complete academic years of teaching and research, graduating our students in record numbers. Some of you graduating today will have enrolled at UC before September 2010. Others will have joined us since February 2011. And significant numbers of you, I would assess the clear majority of you, are of a cohort which has, in its time here, known nothing but natural disaster and its consequences. Whatever your individual path today, the experience of those years and that time makes you very special and will distinguish you for life. You chose to come and stay with us and tough it out. The university, in response, at times under the most difficult of personal and professional circumstances, redoubled its efforts to honour the commitment it had entered into with you. The outcome is that there will always be an aura about the graduating class of 2013. You and your cohort will go down in the long and distinguished annals of this institution as perhaps the greatest we have ever known for resilience, courage, and determination, and at the same time compassion and caring for each other and caring for the wider community. I talked at this time last year about the university being well set on the path to recovery, compounding its hopes for a better and brighter future. We had come to the realization that self-help, no matter how effective, would not be enough to secure that future. What we did need was sufficient support and new investment to enable us to regain control of our own destiny. We were accordingly relieved and delighted that in October, after nearly 2 years' engagement with the government as our principal stakeholder, the Prime Minister and his colleagues were able to come to Ilam and confirm Cabinet's decision to invest up to $260 million for new and upgraded facilities in science and engineering, and an up to 5-year commitment to pay our student achievement component at previously contracted levels. We have been given the tools and now can get on with the jobs in hand. We are in a position to create facilities which will be modern, flexible, and comparable to international best practice. Driving off these strengths should also enable us to develop the internal capacity going forward to remain the comprehensive university we have always been, with internationally rated strengths across the range of academic disciplines, including, notably from my personal perspective, by intellectual training and a lifetime's practice in them, the liberal arts. This outcome will lend new vigour and stimulus not only to the University of Canterbury, but to our city and our region, and will significantly benefit the nation itself. So much for the future. Now is the time for celebration and congratulations to our graduands. It is the time to acknowledge their talents, their commitment to the goals they set themselves, the disciplines they imposed upon themselves, in many cases dating back years ago. This is the time to celebrate not only their hard work, but also their resilience, because winning a university qualification never comes easily. This is an occasion our graduands will remember for the rest of their lives. I hope that from time to time they recall not just today's triumph, but also the setbacks, disappointments, and doubts they encountered and had to overcome along the way to be able to be here, ready to graduate today. Our admiration goes out to those graduands who found ways to manage the challenges not only of our recent everyday life here in Canterbury, but adding to that of balance, the competing demands of study, family life, and a working career. Multifunctionalism seems an entirely inadequate descriptor of their achievement. We especially acknowledge those for whom entering university once seemed a daunting prospect, something out of reach, an impossible dream. This might have been because of a disability, because they had tried already and failed, because they had not studied in many years, because English was not their first language, or simply because they were the first down all the centuries and generations of their family to have both the desire and the opportunity to go to university. I was once one of those, and I know that many of you are too. It is a time as well to acknowledge and thank the two most important groups who have contributed so much to the success of those graduating today. The university faculty, those lecturers, tutors and support staff who gave so freely of their knowledge, time, advice and assistance. And those family members, whānau and friends who supported them, the ones who offered practical help and encouragement in times of stress and anxiety. They were all critical to your eventual success. Let us note as a community and as a nation how much we will benefit from the achievements and futures of our graduands. They are the ones who have the greatest potential to make a difference. They will bring with them knowledge of the latest research and developments in their field. They take with them the ability to reason on a higher intellectual plane. And as they depart, they leave with us the electric charge of success, which is critical to the continual reinvention of the university. Many will become leaders in their professions. All will work in the service of humanity. Many will go beyond our shores. I know that wherever they choose to work and settle, they will use their new skills to contribute to the making of a better world. Wherever they live and work, today's graduates will be University of Canterbury alumni. They will remain family. They will be part of our worldwide community of scholars, well in excess of 100,000 strong, which also forms a global support network available to you all. We look forward to maintaining contact with them for life and to welcoming them back home whenever they choose to come. It is time now for me to say the words which under law give effect to the highlight of our celebration. As each of our graduands comes forward, let us call to mind their work, their commitment, and the determination which have led to this, their special moment. I now convene a ceremony of the University of Canterbury for the conferment of degrees and the receipt of diplomas. In the name of the University of Canterbury, I, Lionel John Wood, Chancellor, now confer degrees in this university upon those who are about to be presented. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Rod Carr, to introduce those who will present the graduands. Thank you.
I call upon the Dean of Postgraduate Research, Professor Lucy Johnson, to present the doctoral graduands.
Sir, I have the honour to present these graduands for the conferment of degrees. Doctors of Philosophy, George Ross Ariana Bell in Mechanical Engineering. Yong Xiong Chu in Mechanical Engineering. Neil Allen Crombie in Accounting and Information Systems. Hannah Abigail Farr in Bioengineering. Rajan Eric Fernandez in Mechanical Engineering. Alaling Fakad Gassase in Mechanical Engineering. Ali Ganbari in Mechanical Engineering. Prasanth Gobalakrishnan in Chemical and Process Engineering. Mark Anthony Hinton in Management. Shazlina Binti Johari in Mechanical Engineering. Chi Lee in Finance. Daniel Tamati Lond in Mathematics. Jai Ying Lu in Management. Masood Mogadasi Kukansarai in Civil Engineering. Fatana Binti Mohammed Suhaimi in Mechanical Engineering. Lynn Michelle Murray in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Mustafa Nayalu in Mechanical Engineering. Alexander Michael Truscott Opie in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Andrei Petrov in Mechanical Engineering. Peter Abraham Raffensperger in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. James Alexander Michael Revy in Bioengineering. Monica Sharma in Forestry. Matthew Kent Signal in Bioengineering. Jonathan Jeffrey Stanger in Mechanical Engineering. John Ross Stowers in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Tahira Binti Sayed Jalal in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Wouter Adrian Bergschugen in Civil Engineering. Hirawala Ralalagi Amali Chandi Veerasinga in Computer Science. Michelle Ann Wild in Civil Engineering. Chi Xiang Shi in Chemical and Process Engineering. Shaju in Statistics.
I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Associate Professor Chris Gallivan, to present the graduands in his faculty.
Sir, I have the honour to present these graduands for the conferment of degrees and the receipt of diplomas. Master of Laws with Distinction, Thomas David Andrew Hare. Master of Laws with First Class Honours, Joshua Emmanuel Fowler. Bryony Lee McTaggart. Simon Anthony Schofield. Master of Laws, International Law and Politics with First Class Honours, Chiquita Maria Deschott. Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours and Bachelor of Science, Megan Louise Strickett. Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours and Bachelor of Arts, Jennifer Taiaporn Sangaruntong. Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours, Imogen Helen Miller Perkins. Bachelor of Laws with Second Class Honours, Division 1 and Bachelor of Arts, Delia Ann Cormack. Bachelor of Laws with Second Class Honours, Division 1 and Bachelor of Science, Charlotte Emily Grimshaw. Bachelor of Laws with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Diana D. Woon Jeong. Bachelor of Laws, Bachelor of Music and Bachelor and Diploma in Chinese Language, Rachel Annie Standring. Bachelor of Laws and Bachelors of Arts, Rebecca Julia Cook. Jacob Rawari Daly. Jemima Bates de Lacy. Netta Egos. Marlene Joanna Gremick. Caleb Peter Griffin. Mei Chen Huang. Emma Susan Kay. Lauren Meester. Bri Evelyn Mulholland. Chan Young Park. Anna Kirsten Scott. Sophia Sim. Shana Kirsty Valdez. Eric Yu. Bachelors of Laws and Bachelors of Commerce, Alexander Jack Bissett. John Henry Chapman. Thomas Rainsford Horrocks. Michael Daniel William King. Ira Miller Perkins, Yana L. Smith, Amber Lee Snell, Rachel Lisa Trangmar, Bachelors of Laws and Bachelors of Science, Nathan Troy O'Brien, Marco John Zedrinka, Bachelors of Laws, Tom Benjamin Collins Appleton, Oliver James Bartle, Beatrix Ann Yi Chin, Sarah Elizabeth Copeland, Jonathan Luke Korf, Emily Olivia Alford, Amy Susanna George, Dale Linda Gibson, Naja Anna Grabner Thornley, Nathando Rambadazi Gwaze, Karen Marie Ellen Hayes, Tracy Hewitt, Thomas Alexander Michael Hill, Ryan John Keane, Sarah Blair Kelly, Sumit Savran Kumar, Angela Joy Lee, Corin Ann Little, Yvonne Leanne McCullum, Marisa Bell Morrison, Arthur Marira Mugabe, William Lachlan O'Brien, Aileen Marie Odgers, Carlene Tara O'Halloran, Louise Erica Claire Painter, Jasvet Singh Sandhu, Andrew James Schriffer, Cameron James Sherwood, Chrislyn Ching Ning Sung, Laura Allen Stills, Lois Elizabeth Stone, Felicity Sarah Twinian,
I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Commerce, Dr. Ross James, to present the graduands in his faculty.
Sir, I have the honour to present these graduands for the conferment of degrees and receipt of diplomas and certificates. Master of Commerce with First Class Honours, Melinda Elizabeth Joan. Masters of Business Administration with distinction, Andrew Michael Bavis. Benjamin Ross Divot. Lydia Charlotte Mann. Tracy Ann Taylor. Raymond Wayne Young. Masters of Business Administration, Muhammad Gerardo Al-Bubakar. Daniel Mark Adriatico. Sultana Keshimbari. Shanjin Jun. Leanne Michelle Newsom. Jacqueline Ann Philpott. J.E. Zhang. Bachelors of Commerce with First Class Honours, Carolyn Ruth Gunn. Nockman Matthew Nguyen. Hannah Mary Wood. Bachelor of Commerce with First Class Honours and Bachelor of Science, Eleanor Isabel Grimshaw. Bachelor of Commerce with Second Class Honours Division 1, Anna Lorraine Button. Sahil Datta. Yarun Elko Gramink. Yongjia Lin. Bachelors of Commerce and Bachelors of Arts, Emma Mary McGregor. Tony Morgan Stills. Bachelor of Commerce and Diploma in Japanese Language, Lucy Helen Quinn. Bachelors of Commerce, Bashar Hassan Abdi. Muhammad Ali Abdi. Hidayah Fawzi M. Al-Sharif. Sandy Roberta Austin Fraser. Simon Andrew Bain. Levi William Barrow. Robbie Peter Bendon. Michael John Bentley. Laura Murray Bolton. Cheryl Brayley. Caleb Patrick Breen. Sebastian Rankin Butt. Crystal Kathleen Campbell. Eugene Raymond Colin Campbell. Emma Louise Chambers. Wei Yong Chang. Lu Chen. Adisa Chirapatanakor. Daniel Jin Fong Chu. Julia Ann Cleland. Samuel John Clutterbuck. Lance Matthew Cotter. Nigel Mark Crowley. Hisan Obu Doi. Katrina Francis Eade. Danielle Ellery. Andrew John Prestwich Evans. Sinead Gabriella Fenlinon. Beatisa Fesutai Taya. Claire Alexandra Forbes. Fiona Kathleen Fraser. Amelia Morgan French. James David Friend. Matthew Michael Giffican. Ing Gao. Idle Rachel Gillespie. Evgenia Korshkova. Joshua Brian Grant. Yu He. Kate Louise Henderson. Anna Claire Hibbard. Anna Rose Howley. Hong Hong Huang. Lee Kan Huang. Heidi Ann Hughes. Juliana Bridie Inch. Afinchabai Lakmi Janu. Gabrielle Louise Gare Hagelon. Benjamin Nathan Joe. Shi Kang. Haypret Kaur. Gi-hei Kim. Si-yong Kim. Maria Koroteva. Melise Rose Krager-Price.
The Erskine Singers were formed in approximately 2008, originally as a singing group based in the Maths and Computer Science building, which is known as the Erskine Building. They've grown in numbers, especially in the last 3 years, to include staff and students from all over the university. Their director, Professor Jan Evans-Freeman, is the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Engineering and used to direct the university choir in Manchester prior to coming to UC. The choir sings well-known material from around the world. The only criterion is that all songs chosen are in at least 4-part harmony. They're accompanied today by George Buchanan, a UC undergraduate who's currently studying towards a Bachelor of Music degree, a BE Honours degree in Mechatronics, and a BSc degree in Astrophysics. The choir will perform 2 pieces this morning. The first is Va Pensiero, commonly known as the Chorus of the Hebrew Slaves, from the opera Nabucco by Giuseppe Verdi. The chorus expresses the longing of the slaves for their homeland, which they fear is lost to them. The opera sealed Verdi's reputation as one of the world's great composers. Indeed, the chorus became so well known in its day that at Verdi's funeral procession through the streets of Milan, bystanders started spontaneously singing this chorus in his honor. Today, the choir is singing the chorus in its original language, Italian. The second piece is Impossible Dream from the 1965 Broadway musical The Man of La Mancha, based on the story of Don Quixote. The musical play won 5 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, and ran for 2,400 performances on Broadway. This song has become a classic and is the most often performed number from the play.
Bachelors of Commerce, Kenny La. Edward Miller Lang. Pei Long Lee. Nan Lin. Hui Liao. Xin Hong Liao. Joanne Grace Lobban. Jing Yi Lau. James Kenneth MacDonald. Jonathan Keith Malcolm. Oliver Thomas Robert Malpas. Nicholas James Marsh. Jared Andrew Moore. Matthew John Moore. Richard Allen Moore. Timothy George Morton. Julia Cynthia Nelly. Hannah Elise Nelson Cummins. Guan Hao Ing. Stephen Hu Nguyen. Tai Nia. Dean Francis Oliveira. Lara Davina Pinky. Claire Patricia Porteous. Panathone Pusea Baboon. Chuin Shi. Seth William Rawson. Thomas Arthur Bruce Rees. Matthew William Reynolds. Amelia Elro Brigado. Teresita Santiago Rodrigue. Tamsin Rose Rolson. Sean Michael Rolson. Trishanika Ropia. John James Ross. Thomas Sean Rush. Joanna Marie Ryan. Christopher John Sage. Liang Sing Su. Mina Saidi. Juliet Grace Searle. Carl Jason Searle. Courtney Ann Shannon. Travis Carter Shaw. Lucy Caitlin Shearer. Gun Ho Shin. Olga Singh. Vivi Chen Xiao. Laura Jane Carolyn Sissons. Benjamin Andrew Smith. Jessica Phyllis Smith. Kimberly Amber Gale Smith. Paul Stephen Spencer. James Ethan Standeven. Ian Martin Steffert. Samuel Bruce Stewart. Emily Ann Sunter. Kalia Marie Sutherland. Marie Ann Sutton. Nicholas James Sutton. Namia Yunus Syed. Srini Yi Jin Tung. Makafalini Mani Iofa Jampeni Simani Fuesif Tatafu. Olivia Kukuvalu Otafa'au Immaculate Concepta Tatafu. Matthew James Taylor. Michelle Holly Taylor. Samuel Joshua J. Taylor. Zachary Stephen Taylor. Michael Morea Tinglewer. Jamin Kurt Thomas. Tinsy Thomas. Tian Tian. Catherine Ann Tier. Samuel James Fielding Towler. Nicole Mary Van Dugteren. Megan Alice Van Oosten. Georgia Paul Van Togderen. Laura Ann Walker. Scott Peter Walkerden. Tiffany Laura Wallace. Chin Ping Wang. Ying Bei Wang. Samuel Benjamin Watt. Benjamin Lindsay Webb. Lin Wen. Samantha Karen White. Leighton Thomas Wilson. Christine Helen Wood. Jackie Wonderink. Mong Wang Shi. Ju Hang Xu. Sergi Xu. Yuan Long Yang. Charles Yonady. Ying Fang Jing. Yongjing. Nanjing. Xuanzhou. Graduate Diploma in Accounting and Information Systems, Karen Jane Pullen. Graduate Diplomas in Business Administration, Shirley Ann Ioane. Ripeka Mwanui Paroni. Graduate Diploma in Management, Jared Scott Moore. Postgraduate Certificates in Strategic Leadership, Lee Catherine Davidson. Michael James Douglas. Susan Elizabeth Hay.
I would now like to call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Forestry, Professor Conan Fee, to present the graduands in his faculty.
Sir, I have the honour to present these graduands for the conferment of degrees and receipt of diplomas. Masters of Engineering with distinction, Joseph Daly Roy Byrne. Duncan Robert Keel Henderson. James Ernest Ormrod. Masters of Engineering, Hao Ning Chen. Andre James Cowan. Calvin Chuan Liang Lo. Timothy James Rusin. Master of Engineering and Management, Richard Grant Jeffcoat. Master of Human Interface Technology and Postgraduate Diploma in Science, Rory Michael Scott Clifford. Bachelors of Engineering with First Class Honours, Alexander Charles Amies. Louise Mari Blackler. Nicholas Kevin Brazil. Scott Michael Camp. Ewan Bruce Caldecott. Ashok Zachariah Fernandez. Jaden Bow Front. George Carlton Hercus. Pohan Kuo. Ruby Joan Langdon. Andrew John Clevedon Nisbet. Timothy Warren Niven. Emma Louise Parrish. Alexander John Powell. Prakash Pramulapathy. Dennis Simo. Daniel Tay Earn Lai. Johann Stephen Flock. Yi Mei Vong. Timothy Neil Luke Wilson. Rachel Claire Wood. Zhayu Zhao. Bachelors of Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 1. Nur Amalina Shaira Binti Abdul Samad. Nur Adila Binti Elias. Sweet Yi Chan. Kirtana Reddy Darabal. Charles Christian Heineke. Yufeng Ha. Jared Peter Keenman. Morton Kurz. Derek Kang Wee Lee. Samuel Stewart Leichter. Petaya Steve Mufaleli. Nicholas Bernard Monk. Hyun Jin Sang. Emily Kate Ward. Nisanka Arthur Wirakuon. Bachelors of Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 2. Lan Bo. Quan Liang Chen. Timothy Maitland Matthews Courtney. Samuel George Daitlin Carter. Alan John Falloon. Cameron Garth Kay. Shane Daniel McKenna. Bishoy Hisham Fakri Fahim Mikhail. Muhammad Sabri bin Mustafa. Scott William Nelson. Din Nam Nguyen. Fallon Sina Pearl Posala. Hope Mary Reid. Amira Sazwani Binti Shabani. Timothy Robert Waters Stotter. Richard Malcolm Lewis Valvin. Mohammed Zairi bin Zazli. Bachelors of Engineering with third-class honours, Holindu Dilanka Abaya Ganawardena. Michael Amos Aiken. Hilal Saif Hilal Al-Hathi. Adrian Maitland Cook. Peter Josef Jakovits. Hannah Dorothy Rutter. Arthur Sadiq. Master of Forestry Science, Fletcher O'Neis. Bachelor of Forestry Science, Watson John Louis.
Since graduating from the University of Canterbury in 2009 with a Bachelor of Laws and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Nick McNadell has had a varied career. While at UC, Nick was a UC Council member, UC Law Society President, President of the UCSA, as well as Student Job Search Deputy Chairman. In 2010, after completing his degree, Nick was the UCSA President and was admitted as Barrister and Solicitor of the High Court of New Zealand the same year. He joined Air New Zealand in 2011 as an advisor working in a range of areas across the business, including engineering, airports, human resources, and legal. In 2012, he was part of a small transition team which realigned the company's global structure from business unit operations to functional operations prior to the new chief executive taking office. In 2013, Nick was appointed as Air New Zealand's Manager of Regulatory Affairs in the Government and Industry Affairs Department. Along with being responsible for central government regulation and policy impacting the airline, he manages the airline's role in global air service agreements which allow New Zealand Airlines to fly to foreign states. Nick currently splits his time between the head office in Auckland and various government works in Wellington. Nick is a current board member of Coral Health, a large providential society providing medical expense benefits, and is also a current board member of Te Ukaipo Limited, a charity focused on at-risk youth development and social work in West Auckland. He has also just returned from Singapore after completing the International Air Transport Association's course on international air law. It is my very great pleasure to invite our alumnus and my friend, Nick McNadell, to give the graduation address this morning. Nick.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, council members, university staff, parents and friends, good afternoon. And most importantly, graduates of the University of Canterbury, congratulations. The nerve-wracking time of waiting to cross the stage without tripping over has passed. You can breathe easy. Academic staff, well done. You have pronounced most, if not all, of the names correctly. At my graduation ceremony, the Chancellor maintained absolute and complete composure when a graduate, and I'm sure it was a forestry graduate, in return for receiving his degree, handed over a condom as they shook hands. No such stunts have been pulled today, and all has gone according to plan. Everybody can relax. I spoke at the graduation at the Town Hall in 2010, and I'm somewhat surprised to be back. The reason is twofold. During that talk, and linking the university experience to a giant kindergarten, I drew a comparison between an arts graduate and the inevitable kid in the corner eating the Play-Doh. Having just graduated with an arts degree myself, the analogy made sense at the time. The second reason was a bit more poignant because I'm only 4 years out. It wasn't that long ago that I, like some of the brave among you, was attempting to jump across the river at the Foundry Amphitheatre to the University Drive, all in the midst of huge inflation and a resulting increase in the price of jugs to $8. I'll therefore not be fraudulent in attempting to offer any of my own advice or wisdom, as my life experience is limited. And I was reminded of this fact on my first day at Air New Zealand, on being introduced to a colleague who had spent several years at the company. I was met with the line, "Who the hell is this 14-year-old?" At any rate, I'm certain the last thing the new engineers and forestry grads in the room among us want to hear are life lessons from an impractical Auckland lawyer. However, in keeping with the business of aviation, the company that currently employs me, I thought it would be appropriate, not least for marketing purposes, to compare your time at this institution with an international plane journey. The takeoff and the landings are statistically the riskiest parts of the flight. You cast your mind back to the turbulence of first year, where your newfound freedoms included a continuous bar service, the constant opportunity to fall asleep, and a different standard of food than you had previously been used to. At times, there was disorientation as you got used to your new surroundings, including, of course, unavoidably attending the wrong lecture, unsuccessfully attempting to look smooth as you made your way to the exit. Equally, the last few months of study after such a long time can be bumpy and have required more concentrated focus. What some refer to as the real world approaches and is ready for you to land on it. Some of you have travelled up the pointy end of the plane in first class. Here your unblemished record of A's with that strange cross symbol next to it make for special reading and sometimes special treatment. You may be a business traveller, you've done pretty well, but you've still indulged in the drinks cart. Your transcript is still at the high end, except for that one foreign language paper where you've fancied yourself a diplomat, or that niggly and sometimes GPA-drowning e-maths or fluids course. Many of you, like me, though, are in the most popular part of the aircraft, economy. There's a few other letters on your transcript back here, and life has typically been more colourful, the meals more basic, and your neighbours more familiar. What's brilliant, though, is that regardless of how you've travelled, you've all arrived at the same destination, and how you got there seldom counts to the people who are meeting you at the other end. You're now entering the workplace, and just like your arrival at the airport, you're surrounded by people who have different agendas, going different places, and they most definitely want to get to their destination before you do. You encounter the blockers, the ones who make you wait in line or wait your turn. You get the suspicious looks from those who are sure you're up to something. You are a young graduate, new employee, and you'll be on several watch lists, for better or worse. The question then becomes, given the multitude of travellers, how are you different? To put this in context, there will be 7 million students graduating in China in 2013. It's the highest number ever. And they will come from over 7,000 tertiary institutions from across the People's Republic. So I would say these degrees today make you different. So to continue with our travel theme, the New Zealand passport is undoubtedly one of the best passports to travel the world on because of what it represents. Its reputation is trusted, it's solid, it's inoffensive, it's very safe. The piece of paper you have in your hands now is the same because of what it represents. Firstly, it represents this institution, all 140 years of it. You cannot create history or purchase reputation, and UC has been acquiring it since 1873. It represents the people of this institution who have gone before you, and there have been, as we've heard, over 100,000 of them. Among that number are Nobel laureate Lord Ernest Rutherford, the first Maori MP, Sir Apirana Ngata, the first female honours graduate in the British Empire, Helen Collin, our current Prime Minister and several members of his cabinet, the latest Man Booker Prize winner, Eleanor Catton, and the NASA electrical engineer who led space exploration, Sir William Pickering. For what it's worth, that number also includes the current CEO of Air New Zealand, BCom, the previous CEO of Air New Zealand, Mechanical Engineering, the current General Counsel of Air New Zealand, LLB, the Chairman of the Board of Air New Zealand, Chemical Engineering, and other board members. So all those associated with UC make the passport you hold in your hands stronger, more recognised, and more trusted. Transferability also sets you apart. Like the passport allows you to travel, the degrees conferred today in commerce, law, engineering and forestry allow you to move from one place to the other. The decision where you go is completely up to you. Some of you will be joining your chosen professions in a traditional sense to a professional firm. Others, either now or later, will take a very different career path and land in some unique places. For example, engineers have proven to be successful CEOs and senior business leaders. The CEO of Chorus, the CEO of Opus, Transpower, head of strategy for Fonterra, head of strategy for Air New Zealand are all engineers. And it seems that lawyers make for good politicians. And while having one profession overrepresented in Houses of Parliament around the world, remember that Abraham Lincoln, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Barack Obama, all were lawyers. Regardless of where you decide to take your passport, the choice to go is yours, and the journey is made much easier and possible because you have it. It also represents a massive achievement, a tangible sign of your intellect and dedication. It gives you a platform of personal confidence in order to make decisions that will drive your career, and it gives others the all-important initial confidence in those decisions. So you can be labelled as a UC grad, and this does differentiate you. But this type of education does more. These degrees give us the opportunity to show what kind of people we are, set apart from others but not above. In my case, it is simply a fact that the baggage handler has far more of an impact on Air New Zealand's business than I do, that the call centre staff and sales actually make the money that pay my salary, and the aircraft cleaner have a more visible day-to-day impact on the business than I could ever hope to have. Professional degrees in those areas of the workforce are rare, but reliance on those people is anything but. and many organisations are the same. Briefly to our family and friends here today, congratulations, as this is your day too. We don't often realise what it means for you when a family member graduates with a university degree. So thank you for the support, the finances, the washing baskets of clean clothes, the meals, and probably the accommodation. In closing, I'll pass on some words that I found useful when I started my work at Air New Zealand. And they're not from this sort of 14-year-old, they're from someone with much greyer hair. If you think of your career as a company, use the following template. Find a sponsor. This person endorses you, which opens the door and makes opportunity available. They also provide the all-important cover while you find your feet. Call on them infrequently but sincerely. They are your shareholder. Find a mentor. This person helps to steer your career, provides technical advice, and can advise on the best way to fill the skills gaps we all have. Work closely with this person. They are the chairman of your board. At the end of the day, you are your own chief executive, and the product you make is the impression you leave on others. It's all in your hands. And lastly, while all that sounds pretty clinical, be sure to remember that doing serious things, as you will do, does not require you to take yourself too seriously. You meet more people and things are generally more entertaining back in economy class. Congratulations and enjoy your celebrations tonight.
Well, Nick, congratulations on your address. It's proud to count you among our own. As we bring the formal moments of this very important ceremony to an end, it is worth remembering that the guidance provided by the Chancellor and the Council over the last 3 years has helped the faculty of the university create an environment which you have taken the opportunity to embrace, to learn from, and to achieve in. As the Chancellor said in his opening remarks, you are truly a special cohort. Well done. As a mark of respect, as we leave the auditorium, I would ask you to stand while the stage party leads the graduates from the hall. But before we leave, we are going to stand and sing the words of Gaude Amus. Gaude Amus's words appear in the back of your program and will be on the screens behind me. Would you please stand?
Os molestum senect tutem, nos abet bitomus, nos abet bitomus. Vivat Academia, vivat professores, vivat Academia, vivant professores, vivant membrum quodlipet, vivant membra quodlipet, semper sint in